Hey, you all, and good morning. Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the south. And today we are not, believe it or not, we are not in New Orleans. We're in Slidell, Louisiana. I actually escaped the city just for the day. Did not ride a streetcar today. I actually rode in an actual automobile. I phoned a friend. I had my good friend Nola Deej came and picked me up from my hotel and drove me all the way out here to the wonderful swamps of Louisiana. So we're gonna be doing a swamp tour today, the Cajun Encounter swamp tour. Have you been on a swamp tour before?
I have. I've been on this one. Though.
You've been on this? You have not been on this one?
I've been on this one. I've been on a different one.
Okay, so I believe I've been on this one before. It was like 10 years ago, before I was making videos. And I don't know, to like give anything away, but it was really cool. It was like, there was alligators everywhere. They may have changed things, who knows. I'm hoping we see gators.
I'm hoping so too, and other things. Other creatures in the swamp. Maybe I know in Louisiana sometimes they call the Sasquatch the Honey Island swamp monster. Of course, I don't believe this is Honey Island, so that may just be your... And he doesn't look very happy that we're here to see him.
Is he a little grumpy looking?
Yeah, he's a little grumpy.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, hopefully we'll see a gator. Hopefully we'll see a Sasquatch.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Definitely didn't want to come here to Louisiana, to New Orleans, without seeing a gator, so wish us luck. And please, follow us. Yeah. So we showed up a little bit early for our trip. We'll check out the gift shop while we're waiting. Check this out. Got an alligator right there, a little tiny baby alligator. You can see him there. On the other side of the log, a little head poking out. So technically we've seen a gator already and we're not even on the boat. Check out this wild boar. Maybe you'll see one of these out in the swamp. All sorts of different gator merchandise. This is a taffy pal. I guess you fill his belly full of taffy. And I guess you provide your own taffy. And what's this? A cup of worms. Cupkins. These are, this is like plush worms. You can take a little bit of alligator jerky on the boat with you, so you can actually eat alligator as you watch them in their natural environment. And these plush gators here say, "I love Cajun Encounters Tour Company." There's just so many different types of alligators you can purchase here. This is a camouflage gator. I thought gators were pretty much already camouflaged, matching into the swamp. There's like a little wooden alligator. That's how they swim. Not quite like that, but similar. And then we got some Sasquatches up here. It's got some big feet. Nola Deej purchased me a gift. It was so nice. He has this possum here, a mother possum with the back covered in babies, carrying things such as pizzas and fanny packs. These sad plushy gators here, and the ever fun chomping gator. Oh yeah, look at that. Nom 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 nom. So mean he bites this other gator's tail. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. There's a t-shirt here. This makes it look pretty epic. You're on the boat there. There's a gator leaping out of the water. There's a hawk flying over your head. All these birds and creatures lurking. There is a gator skull here. This is a $400 gator skull. I think this is a real gator skull. Now, you see the gator heads at all the different tourist stops. They're actually cheaper. You can get a gator head this big for way cheaper. I think it's just the process of creating a gator skull, getting all the meat, getting all that gator meat off the skull.
You gotta eat that too. It's good stuff.
You pick, yeah. You know they have like cabeza tacos where they cook the whole head of a cow and then they use the meat to make a taco.
I don't think I've ever had that.
They have gator cabeza. I bet that would be a good taco. It's a Cajun survival kit. And what is in there? There's a packet of Spanish moss, a packet of Tabasco sauce. There's like some little crabs and gators. Is this
all the important things that you need?
Is this what you need in New Orleans to survive?
Yeah, I mean, you have to survive being a Cajun, and in doing so, you must have little mini alligators. And
do you keep something like this with you?
Sure, yes, in my glove compartment in my car.
On the Tabasco sauce here, I need to go back to, is it Avery Island, Tabasco Island? It's so cool. There's like an island where they make Tabasco sauce. That's all they do there. And the freaking wind burns your eyes because there's like Tabasco sauce in the air. Out here we have the waiting area where we await our time to be called to get on our boat. Oh, you gonna play a little ring toss? Are you good at this? Let's watch him sink it. I was close. Like it wasn't like wildly out of place.
Nope.
My mom has one of these in her basement. Still not very good at it. Oh, look at this gator. I hope we see something looks like this on our trip. See, to wrestle the gator, you got to get on its back. And its jaws opening are weaker, and all the power is in the slamming of the jaws. So you can hold the gator's mouth shut, or you can hold it open like that. And then the grand trick is you want to get that head mouth there. That'll do, gator. That'll do. There's a little walkway out here. We can view some of the wildlife. You got some ducks. Look at all those cypress knees poking out of the swamp. This is really, really beautiful out here. See all the Spanish moss hanging. Keeping an eye out for a gator. You never know. They're camouflaged. And here's the whiskey tree. So this was a meeting point for moonshiners out here in the swamp. All right, we've been assigned a captain. He's taking us to our boat. Heading under this big rusty bridge here. All right, all these different boats here on the dock. Looks like this is our boat right here. Check out that bridge there. I guess the bridge probably goes up and down to let boats pass underneath it.
When you get on it, it's going to move, so be aware of that. You have hand railings all around if y'all need to use them. Watch when you step down, the floor's angled.
All right, on the boat. Okay, they said the boat is rated for 24 people. They said boat is rated for 26 people. There's 24 people on the boat, so we could put 2 more people on here. We're in here a little snug, but I feel.
I'd take up 2.
You take up 2? Oh no! Yeah, they didn't weigh anyone when we were coming in. You can see like we're pretty close to the water. Like you can see how the boat kind of dips down into the water there.
Not too bad. What to do is go over some safety stuff.
Safety
for
stuff.
Any reason today we take on water of any kind, there's life jackets under everybody's seat, and get out of these.
Oh, look at that boat there, back there.
You do not want to be trapped underneath this
sunken houseboat. Like that boat over there.
Goes overboard. I got a throw ring right back here. If a fire breaks out on board,
Another one of the Cajun counter boats.
Rules when it comes to safety out here today. Number 1, you have to stay seated at all times.
All times.
Especially while the boat's moving. There's a lot of stuff under the water, and if we're moving and we hit something that stops the boat, you fall, you get hurt.
Everyone's
It takes a
taking off.
long time to get an ambulance out here.
Look at this, going under the big rusty bridge.
The only other rules are no smoking or vaping on tour. My name's Neil, and if you haven't figured it out by now, I'm going to be driving this thing. I'm a tour guide. If y'all aren't familiar with what tour guides do, we'll go through routines here and there when there's quiet, lulls and stuff. And then in 1993, this was deemed a federal scenic waterway. And when they did that, they placed a permanent injunction on dredging, and it's just filled in with silt. Looking over here to
There's
my
an
left, y'all
alligator.
can see that creature out there.
There's an alligator
That
following
is the
that boat.
American alligator.
Oh, look at that. The boat doesn't even know it's sneaking up
My
on it.
job a lot easier. It wasn't here the last one. I don't have much stress in this job, folks, but when people want to see alligators, they don't want to exert any more energy than they have to.
There he is.
But typically you don't see alligators.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. He's coming. He's coming to say hello.
The alligators
Hey,
tend
buddy.
to stick more to the backwater.
Hey, buddy.
And
Oh, they threw him a treat
the
there.
reason you don't usually see them out in the
A
woods
treat?
like this is because of the current. They don't want to exert
Oh, look at that. You got the
any more
treat.
energy than they have to. But this one's learned. Tour doc's right there. You don't see.
There he goes. There he goes.
If I'm in my personal
Threw a piece of
boat,
alligator food
I
there.
see an alligator from 100 feet away and it goes with the attraction.
comes another one.
Grab their attention. They'll lose contact with it real quick. But you'd want
Hey,
to be a
tiny
little
guy.
leery of if you're in the water with it, you know. This one here.
Hey there. You're so
too
cute.
concerned.
Oh my gosh.
But this one here is your average size. This is about 5 feet.
5 foot alligator. He's trying to keep up with the boat there.
And it's gonna be like you go places where the dolphins swim alongside the boat. It's the same thing, but with alligators up here.
Oh my goodness. And you see the beautiful swamp here.
But the swamp y'all are in, this is a fairly nice sized swamp. It's in the 5 different
Okay, our
waterways.
captain there just
West
informed us
Pearl,
this
which we're
is
on
the
right
Honey
now.
Island swamp.
Then we
So we're
have
going to
the
want to
West
keep an eye
Middle
out
Pearl,
for that Honey Island swamp
Middle
monster, the
Pearl,
Sasquatch
East Middle Pearl, and
of
the
Louisiana.
East Pearl. Like in high school, if we were having a big party, we'd put traps out in the swamp up here for crawfish, then we run down there and put traps out for blue crabs. But for those of y'all wearing a hat, if it starts losing up, just put a hand on it. Lose a lot of hats on tour. Y'all get ready. Let's start some mates.
Here we go. Here we go. We're peeling out. Wow. Oh yeah, look at this. Nothing like the fresh swamp air blowing in your face.
Boat and this and that. There's a bunch of areas in the swamp like that. No tour companies per se go through those areas. It's not like in the movies with the happy-go-lucky Cajun. You know, my father put it the best when I was a kid. He said, son, you have to be wary of a 50-year-old man that builds a clubhouse in the swamp and moves into it. You know, residents.
These
I'm
are
told there's 7.
homes here built
But for
on the
few that are
swamp.
living in here, I mean, they're forced to assimilate with everyone else. Full-time residents. The only reason I know that is one of my friends, his son goes to school with the little girl that lives there. Until
Look
I
at the porch
was
there.
a sophomore in high school, this was a brothel.
The mannequin on the
And
porch.
it's actually owned by an old retired sheriff's officer in this area. But you got people living all through the swamp. I would run around, drop off mail. Now up there where that little road is. Him and his family lived in the swamp. If you had to
There's a
do any
vulture.
trading, you had to go to a town called Log Town, which is on the east side of the swamp. We're on the west side here. With the idea of digging a waterway through the swamp to connect the West Pearl, which we're on, to the West Middle Pearl. After he did that, they could make it. This swamp.
In the movie Beasts of the Southern Wilds, that they actually filmed some of the scenes here that made up the bathtub, which was the town on the swamp in the movie. I actually love that movie. Pretty amazing movie. We got turned around so we can get a closer look at some of these homes along the swamp.
Years ago, and I told her, she's like, I want to go out there and look. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I went out there.
It's amazing.
And there, and a tour boat comes by.
So people here, there's no road in the back, so the only way in or out is the boats. So it's kind of a interesting life, living out on the swamp, just using a boat to go in and out. There's the sugar shack there. That's the one that had the mannequin on the porch.
Weekdays, it's not too busy, but
Our captain said that someone actually stays in this house with the porch
No.
completely
The
collapsing
other
into the
company I
river.
worked for up until COVID, That company.
Yeah,
did
these
what
are-
we wanted, but it was
It's remarkable.
different. They didn't
Just a
do
different
standard type
different
tours
way of
like
life
we
out
did
here.
Overnight trips. That 6-hour tour, 12-hour, 8-hour. We did what the customers wanted. We take people crawfishing, running, go there. But here they've taken it
Yeah,
to
I
a
love these
different
houses.
level. I mean, you see the buses and stuff.
Just
So,
stay
that
away from
company
the
just
dock.
couldn't hold on with COVID, and this company bought them out. I was like, what do you really wanted? I would have gone up the mountain. I can't go up. That where I turned around, that's as far as they'll let me go up. I would have gone up. Like in my bayou I'm on, it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, I can see the
Yeah,
American
I'm gonna
flags,
take you in a-
the
in
Trump
a
boat
tight little
there.
bayou in a little bit. But once we get in there, we got so many tour boats kind of
it's
stacked
just like a
up.
whole-
And out here is just wide. And I wish I could.
It's like a whole city
let
here
us go up
out on the
there.
swamp.
I mean, all the crawfish y'all are eating in your restaurants and stuff, those are all coming out of farms.
All right, guys, it's gonna crank it up again. There we go. Not allowed to touch the railing. I already got yelled at once. Boy. Keeping your hat on. Your hand on your hat.
It looks like we're headed into this little side bayou. Going on a little side quest here.
I'll get over there.
Oh yeah, look how narrow it gets in here. Oh, that's cool.
Alright, this little waterway we're coming into right now, this is what's classified as an oxbow. And if you're not familiar with oxbows, this is the original path of that river back there we just did. Still, I mean, for these days, catch a pound a day, it's okay. I kind of show you how it works more or less. When we come through here too, y'all will notice some of these big leaf, it's not bad. Look at this clown right there to the left.
There's a raccoon. See the raccoon there. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Little swamp raccoon.
Y'all
He's
are
so
gonna see a
cute.
bunch of these things today
He
throughout
is
the tour.
so
The
cute.
raccoons, they're gonna be like little Ewoks.
Oh, there he goes. See,
They're gonna show up like out of nowhere.
I wonder if he's eating some crawfish.
I got it here. Just want to show y'all that.
Oh. We're up real close and personal to the swamp right now. He's got a crawfish trap.
This is a crawfish trap. Alright, this is a shallow water trap. So you can put out, but got a couple little ones in there. So we just,
Got some crawfish.
I mean, this one needs to be rebaited. Easy.
I got some kayakers here in the swamp.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ladies.
Have a good one, y'all.
Y'all
You
too.
too.
There's a current here to work against that.
They got another gator there. Here he comes.
And that's where I expect to start seeing some alligators once they get in this area.
Hey, Mr. Gator.
Threw it so early. I think he's got to hear the splash.
Yes. A big claim to fame in here, if you ever go to Epcot Center in Florida, they have an attraction there called Soaring. All their swamp scenes are shot in here.
Oh, wow.
Everybody needs one, right? That's ours.
Yeah, the captain was just saying they actually filmed scenes from Soarin' here in this swamp. Definitely have to go back and ride Soarin' and see if I can recognize it. Oh, look at that. Beautiful swamp here.
That was all that got tangled up in the propeller and
Little tiny alligator right there.
Tiny baby.
Run, little alligator. You got this boat chasing you.
the Honey Island Swamp has the largest number of handicapped alligators. Called the tour boats.
Oh no.
He got out of the way pretty fast.
I saw a tripod back there.
Yeah, I'm about to say. People are like, you ever hit them? It's like, I don't know. You see them missing limbs and stuff all the time. I mean, they get no infection.
Num 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 num.
So who knows? The cure for, the common cold might lie within an alligator. Also, when they get to 10 feet, they slow down to a pace of 1 inch a year, and they'll grow their entire lifespan.
Look at them
Average
munching on
lifespan
that
in
gator
the
chow.
wild is 35 to 50. In captivity is 80 to 120 to 6 feet in 1 year. I mean, typically in the wild, all an alligator eats is once every 3 to 4 weeks. For the folks that take the tour for the next month, they probably won't see it. Because an alligator doesn't metabolize food like we do. Tour. All your bigger trees out here are going to be cypress trees, and they'll have green needles. All right, but your bald cypress is going to be your largest tree in the, that you see in the swamp, and it's going to be used.
That's a
You can't get up on the front
bigger
deck,
gator.
dog. You can stand up under the top. But they have some.
Look at this hungry guy here.
What we call the eternal wood.
You guys were to stop the longevity of them because they're no longer being fed.
Well, I will tell you this: the only reason they allow us to feed them, that's what we started
Oh look!
doing.
Oh look!
There's
There's another raccoon. Look at him! Oh my God! Hey, buddy!
Alligators are the
Hey,
tour
buddy!
That's George Cooney.
George Cooney?
You know you see a celebrity, huh?
Oh, what's he want? He said they get nervous. Oh! They get nervous around the alligators, but
Yeah, I mean, right now that's what they do. They're real timid. They're not stupid. A blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while. I mean, you
here he
can
comes.
hammer right on the top of the head. It's pretty thin.
here he comes. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's looking for food.
I mean, it's done for conservation. There's not much.
Threw out
to it.
a,
I mean, you see the creatures.
Threw out a piece of.
Stevie Wonder could kill.
Oh, you think he's looking?
Honey Mill saps. There's nothing.
You think he's looking for that food?
You
that
have
got thrown
people
out.
that do it with a bow and arrow. I mean,
Oh, another alligator popped
but
out.
again, it's
He's looking for that. He's looking for that raccoon.
If they hear
Oh, he's going under the boat.
something
Oh, look at that! I think that might be the
If
biggest.
you notice
Might
that
be the
they
biggest one
swim,
we've seen.
Here comes this other one that came up now. If they use that tail for propulsion, if you have fried alligator, just tastes like fried chicken, but it's got a texture like a fried oyster that's been sitting out all
Oh, alligator fight!
day. We just usually get fried chicken.
That was an alligator fight.
The alligator is I'd have to grab it and turn it
Here we
over,
go.
and there's a slit on the bottom called the cloaca. If I stuck my finger in there, I could tell, but I'm content these days. Different chapters
go
of my
for it.
life, different story. Right now, I'm good.
Hey there,
Yeah,
buddy. I
you
wish I
get
could
a
reach
lot
out
of
and pet him.
rednecks, they'll say if you go out there at night and you shine the spotlight, if the eyes reflect red, it's a male. Amber, it's a female. If you come out of here at night
Look
and
at
shine
that.
it around, you'll see red eyes. You'll see amber eyes.
Oh my
You'll say,
gosh.
That must hold water.
A
Probably
beautiful
all you do is
creature.
change the angle of the light. Up in there where it's all kind
Raccoon's
of
back there looking really nervous.
And that's a first boat of my own with an outboard motor. And then I could go wherever I wanted to in the swamp. And as a child, I'd stay out here for days on end, hunting, fishing, camping on the islands in the swamp. It was neat. I mean, as kids, you'd have parties in high school on the islands. You'd have 200 kids, 60 little boats, no law. A lot of boating acts. But
So apparently Disney used this tree as the
like
inspiration
this
for
whole-
the
there was
wishing
another
tree
part, like,
in
that
Princess and the
movie, like, where
Frog.
it goes from light to dark or life to death, where the
One of our fellow ships here. Oh, it's getting congested here in the swamp.
But yeah, the ciphers are pretty cool. It's what we all want to build our homes out of down here. It's just, the industry is very regulated today. Most cypress, what you see in modern homes today, is referred to as pecky cypress. It's usually used more for decorative purposes or trim. A lot of,
Another
nice
gator up here.
tables are made of
I think
single cypress,
they're following the boats.
flooring, things like that.
Alligator
If you zoom in too, it'll look
resting
big
its head.
when you print, but-
Resting its
Yeah,
head there on the
I
log.
wasn't sure. That's why I was like, I don't know, because it's not completely off the log, you know.
Oh,
If you
he just
drive
woke
on
up.
St. Charles
Now he's ready to
Avenue
eat.
or Esplanade Avenue down there, you'll see all the big, beautiful live oak trees. They used to be draped with so much moss. Seats, the model
Well, hey
seats
there.
for cushioning.
Hey.
When they first started using
Mr.
them for
Alligator.
padding, it was a real easy process. They just go out, they collect it off a tree, and then they stuff something with it.
All right, here we go.
We're
headed back under the bridge.
The purpose of protecting all of this for future generations. It's a beautiful place. And also, thank y'all for choosing Cajun Encounters, as most folks don't realize until you get down to the New Orleans area. There's as many swamp tours down here as there are attorneys. This is big business. So thank y'all for...
All right, everybody out the boat.
See some
And that'll do,
alligators,
boat. That'll do.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And there's that big bridge. Now, the captain was saying that this road is actually closed. He said it's been closed for 5 years. He said that they tell them that theoretically that they can raise this up and let boats through, but apparently they don't need to because they stopped dredging the river, the swamp. So really, no boats big enough will ever come through. So they'll never need to actually raise it up. Oh, look at that! We got one more bonus alligator there, hanging out here by the boats. I think we're going to take a peek at this bridge here. It's closed to cars, but you know, people aren't cars. People aren't cars.
It just says road closed.
Oh yeah, look at this thing here. Kind of get a good view of the swamp. Yeah, so I guess this whole section would lift up here. Yeah, you can see the cutoff right there. So this portion of the road right here would lift up and allow big boats to pass by. But now the road is closed. They said that, again, he said this still works, but that big boats don't come through here anymore. Yeah, it looks like on the other side the road is just closed for miles and miles. So a great tour here at Cajun Encounters. The only thing I was disappointed about, we didn't see the Honey Island Swamp Monster. Now our captain did say that they had to tone down some of the things they do over the years. Like I went here 10 years ago and it was a little different. There was a lot more alligator feeding, a little more hands-on. He did say that they used to do things like they pick up alligators out of the water. He said that they would kiss the alligators sometimes, but he said because of social media, things got around and the insurance companies wanted them to stop doing that. Okay, we made a little stop on our way back. Now, on Nola Deej's channel, he does mostly abandoned exploration, and he said there's something he wanted to check out. So we are here at Fort Macomb.
Fort Macomb.
And we're gonna just take a peek around, see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh my, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this is a fort, like a military fort. What era is this?
This was built, I believe, right after the War of 1812.
1812.
They started building these forts to protect. This is to protect New Orleans.
Okay.
From
the enemy coming up the lake or whatever to Lake Pontchartrain.
Yeah.
To attack New Orleans, and this is one of the several forts that were here to protect New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah, it looks amazing. It's sturdy. It's still standing.
It's still standing.
Look at that. There's like trees, plants growing on top. Let's peek inside. Oh my gosh. This is pretty cool. This is cool. Oh my gosh.
And so this is where all of those branches and stuff they put down for Carcosa.
Yeah. So Nola Deej was telling me this is where they filmed. It would be probably the final episode of the show, True Detective. This was used as Carcosa. This is where they had the showdown with kind of the cultish figures here in this fort. I can't believe I'm here. This is awesome. Yeah, it's amazing to be here. I am a huge fan of the first season of True Detective. I've only seen the first season.
The only good season.
The only good season?
Yeah, the only good season of True Detective.
When I found out the second season was not going to be the same cast, I was like, I'm not sure about it. I love the first season. And then everyone just started saying it's bad, so I just never got around to watching it. But that first season was some of the best television ever made with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. Their characters were just excellent. There's the dialogue, that spooky vibe. Just really cool show. I definitely recommend anyone hasn't seen it, check out just the first season. You don't have to watch the rest.
Yeah, if you've never watched it, definitely check it out.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Heading out here into the courtyard. This is spectacular. So this is like, I guess there would be like a barrier all around.
Yeah.
And this is it's built on the water, right? So
So the water is out there above. So this is kind of where they housed the troops or whoever was kind of staying here to station the fort. But if you look, there's a ramp that goes up to the top of this thing.
Okay.
And on top, out in that direction towards the lake would be where the cannons were placed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if you look here, all the little holes in the walls were to protect it in case somebody got past the outer barriers of the fort. They could all man up in here.
Okay, so even if they penetrated, even if they got into the fort, they could still have a second line of defense.
Put their guns through those holes. And
okay, so so someone breaks in theoretically to the fort. They have these gun holes here that they could still fight while hiding in here. Oh, you can see the gun holes sticking out the other side as well. Oh wow! Look at that. That's Nola Deej just showing me. So that's Matthew McConaughey coming through. There's all like the sticks and things that are like designed, like the cult, like build things out of sticks, like the Blair Witch. And he's coming up on this gateway here. That is this gateway right here. So Matthew McConaughey would be standing right where we are standing right now.
Actually, it would be on the other side.
Oh, is the other side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We go to the other side. So it's this way.
Yes.
This direction. Okay, so McConaughey's coming. Oh yeah, you can see it on the. Okay, McConaughey's coming. Got his gun drawn. He's looking for the cultist. He's going through all the different branches that have been set up, and facing this this hole right here. That is amazing.
And if you look, you can see the steps right there.
Okay.
The steps, and then this window right here.
Right there. Yeah, this is my excuse to go back and watch True Detective. This is amazing. Hey, come back out here to the courtyard. Snakes are a problem here?
Big time.
So I guess you can go, this probably takes us to the top right here, this walkway. See if we can get to the top of the fort here. Yeah, some more tunnels down that way. I think we might be on top of the fort. And look at this, so overgrown. It like...
Yeah, there's not much visible anymore.
But look, you can see there's like a metal thing here. It's part of the fort. And then look at this. You can look out. See that? You can see that. That's brick right there. That is the lip of the fort. So this is the wall protecting New Orleans from anyone coming in from this water. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. You don't want to take a tumble. You don't want to take a tumble down there. But yeah, if you want to protect New Orleans, I think this is how you do it. Yeah, it's so interesting here. I guess they kind of naturally just built, kind of built it into the earth here. They were just standing right here. You'd think that you're just on some sort of natural hill. But wait a minute, I don't think there is any hills in Louisiana.
No hills.
So yeah, this is...
It's like they dug this up and put all the dirt on top.
Yeah, it's just like a forest here, an elevated forest. Okay, back down on ground level, you can see these spooky caves into the wall. Oh my gosh, what's in here? This is nuts. So this is the wall. Let me see if I can get a little bit of
This
light
is where all the snakes would be.
on snakes. Okay, watch out for snakes. But look at this. So this would be like a cannon?
This area is where they cooked food.
Where they cooked. Okay. So this would be like a stove or something?
Yeah, this was a stove, I believe.
But it peeks out there.
And they had cannons under here as well, right? So these are where the cannons would slide on the ground.
Oh, it's a little mucky in here. So they would have cannons. Okay, so this would be like this here would be like a cannon port.
Cannon port right here.
So yeah, if you peek out there, you can see the lake. Yeah, again, people coming on the lake, fire cannons at them. That'll keep them away. And you can see, of course, we are right next to the lake. This part of the country is prone to flooding, so there is a lot of muck on the ground here. Yeah, this is basically a castle. We're probably maybe a little more than 30 minutes away from New Orleans. But yeah, they can't believe this just sits here empty. Yeah, we're not exactly sure what this is here, but it's like a trench built all along the ground here. And look at that hole, and then that's pulls up to the window here. Yeah, look how close we are to the water. Literally right up against the water. Oh, what's over there in the wall? It's like maybe like I was gonna say it's a fireplace, but it looks like maybe something was like extracted from the wall here. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, you can feel the cool air coming in the window here. Yeah, what is this in here? This is like a terrifying little cubby, little room. Maybe stored something in here. But I don't think I want to crawl in there right now. Yeah, we came out here. This is the other staircase that takes you up to the top of the fort. Oh yeah, look at this. Peeking back in here, you can see the big pile of wood and branches just piled up, just like it was Carcosa, just like we were right back in Carcosa. Peeking back in here. Yeah, it looks like it's mostly, so some parts that were surrounded by land, but most of the fort just surrounded by water. look. You can see through. Gosh, yeah, it almost looks like this is like smashed here. The old brick. There's some hieroglyphics.
Modern hieroglyphics.
This is pretty expansive. I don't even know. I don't even know which one of these holes we came in through. Might be that one. Oh, all these loose bricks in here. Looks like someone was doing some sort of construction project by hand. It's like they were trying to like have the bricks out. We're trying to like barricade themselves in here. Well, that was a pretty amazing little stop. Fort Macomb, aka Carcosa. Came over here to see if you could see it from the water, and you really can barely see the fort over here. It basically just looks like just trees. There is a fort hidden in there. Got onto the bridge here, and you can see all this concrete here falling into the water. I probably shouldn't even be standing here. Looks like somebody's lawnmower fell in, and I'm actually going to get off this right now because it is bobbing up and down like a diving board. Holy crud. But yeah, look at that. There's a lawnmower down there. Pulled off to the side here. I just wanted to get a look at this. This is a massive riverboat casino here. Nola Deach telling me this used to actually be on Lake Pontchartrain, and was an active casino. This is, I guess, this is like a shipyard or something. See the cranes there actually doing some work on it. Man, that's so cool. Look at that giant riverboat there. Yeah, it actually sounds like there's people inside working on it right now, but yeah, that's pretty amazing. So a big thank you to Nola Deach for taxiing me out to the swamp for the swamp tour today, and showing me the awesome Fort Macomb, Carcosa. So check out Nola Deach on YouTube, of course. And I was going to go back down to the French Quarter for a final time here on this trip. Tomorrow I leave on a train, but it looks like there's something going on with the streetcars. I am not sure what is happening here. So there's a streetcar parked right there. There is another streetcar parked here, and it looks like these people over here are getting on a streetcar, but I think that's headed that way. Oh man, system finds new ways of confusing me. Oh, that one's finished. They're leaving. They're leaving. So that streetcar's leaving. This streetcar doesn't have anyone in it. See if I can figure out what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. There's a car parked here. There's a railing over the streetcars. Maybe we can check with this bus here. So I guess the streetcar line is going to be shut down for 6 weeks, starting today. This was, I guess, my last day here. Oh, so I guess I won't get my final ride on the streetcar, but I did want to go back down to the French Quarter to get some dinner. So yeah, it looks like the streetcar line ends right here. They have it stop here, and then they put people on the bus that I'm on to head down to the French Quarter. We have arrived on Canal Street. So I ended up getting pretty lucky. I ended up being able to ride the streetcars all week. They didn't shut it down until today, and now it's going to be shut down for 6 weeks. This has to be one of the most amazing Walgreens of all time. Love the marquee here. It says Voodoo Chicken and Daiquiris. Seems like a interesting combination, but they do have this really cool Voodoo Chicken mascot. And for one last time, let's head back into the belly of the beast. Traveling deeper and deeper into the French Quarter.
Here in New Orleans, 1892, Harlem Flaxie was arrested for riding on his segregated white-only streetcar.
I feel like I hear an ice cream truck that never arrives. So I came over to where Nola Deej suggested, right here across from the House of Evil, the Lalaurie Mansion, we have Verdi Mart. Said they have really good po' boys here, and I have not yet had a po' boy the entire time that I was in New Orleans. It's like a convenience store here, but they have some delicious food here behind the glass. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Order here at the counter of the convenience store, and then they make your food back here. All right, got my food, my giant po' boy there. Let's go find somewhere to eat this. All right, pretty excited about this sandwich. We're gonna find somewhere where we can sit down and eat it. Guess we will leave the vicinity of the horrific Lalaurie Mansion. I found a stoop. Maybe this is where I can eat my sandwich. Don't tell the good people at 628 that I'm eating here. Now this is my sandwich. They call it All That Jazz. It has ham, turkey, and shrimp on it. Oh my goodness, look at this. This looks pretty good. It's got melted cheese, mushrooms, there's shrimp on there, tomato, mayonnaise, cheese, lunch meat. Oh my goodness. Let's try this sandwich. Oh my goodness. That is the best thing I've ever eaten. I apologize. All right. I got a piece of that grilled shrimp in there. This is one of the greatest sandwiches I have ever eaten. I've had 2 bites, and I deem this the best sandwich ever. Verdi Mart. Oh my goodness. It's like horseradish on there. That is so good. Oh my goodness. The Verdi Mart, an inconspicuous convenience store here in the French Quarter, where I just ate possibly the greatest sandwich I have ever eaten in all my life. The All That Jazz, the ham, turkey, the grilled shrimp, the had some horseradish mayonnaise on there, the melty cheese, the mushrooms. That was something, that was an otherworldly experience. How delicious that truly was. Some evil clowns in the window here. Cornstalk Fence Motel. I wonder why they call it the Cornstalk Fence Motel. I mean, actually, that's very fitting.
Like some other men do. Get out of here. Give me some money too. Fell for your jobbing and I took you in. Now all you got to offer me, sir, drink of gin. Why don't you do that? Like some other men do.
Look at this at the Anto Gallery. In the window here, a embroidered hyena. The taxidermied hyena embroidered designs of different animals there. That is beautiful and amazing. And it is another wonderful evening here in New Orleans. When I first found out that my train was canceled, that I would be stuck in New Orleans for another 3 to 4 days, at first I was distressed. I was like, I'm ready to complete the circle. I'm ready to get back to Chicago. What am I going to do for 7 days in the city of New Orleans? But I had no problem finding things to do here in New Orleans. In fact, part of me, deep down inside, does not want to leave this amazing city. But alas, tomorrow, we have to board our train. The train known as the City of New Orleans. This here around me is the City of New Orleans. It is also the name of the train that will take me away from this city. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be getting ready to board that train and headed to Chicago, and that will finally complete this loop, this train journey that has begun, I don't know, like a month ago by now. I've been on the road for an incredible amount of times. I've had some incredibly fun times. I've had some incredibly fun times here right in the city of New Orleans. Today was fun. Got to go out onto the swamp. I figured a trip to New Orleans would not be complete without a trip to the swamp. I want to thank Nola Deej for giving me a ride out there and showing me that amazing fort, the real life Carcosa from True Detectives. Amazing find. Check out his channel on YouTube. Tell him the Carpetbagger sent you. He's done some amazing urban exploration videos. He's done some amazing exploring around the city of New Orleans. So check that out. And if you like these videos, the ones I make, you can subscribe. It lets you know when videos come out. I travel around the country. I film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun random stuff. If you'd like to help out the channel here, my little old channel, consider Patreon. $3 or more gets you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also, get yourself some souvenirs in the Etsy shop. Press pennies, motel key fobs, enamel pins, stickers, other fun stuff. If you'd like to receive a message from me, a personalized message from me, check out Cameo. You can send the message to yourself, to a friend, to a family member. All the information for all those things is in the description of this video, and all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat on the bayou, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.